In today's video, we're going to do a real estate tour of Cheney. Cheney is a small town about 17 miles southwest of downtown Spokane. It's basically a college town with Eastern Washington University certainly dominating that town. So there's about, we're in 2022, there's about 13,000 people that live in Cheney. Plus you've got the college population is around 10,000, 5,000 on campus, 5,000 spread everywhere. So that's what's going on in Cheney. And let's go ahead, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the kind of houses that you would see for sale in Cheney. And then at the end, I will show you the numbers on what the market is doing for real estate in Cheney right now in 2022. My name is Brian Johnson. I'm a real estate broker with Windermere here in Spokane. If you have any questions about real estate, Spokane, Cheney, or anywhere else, feel free to reach out at the number below anytime. All right, so here is Cheney on Google Maps. You can see here's Spokane, and Cheney is down here where it says Historical Museum, this little red area. That's Cheney down here. Here's a funny little interesting tidbit about this. Back in the olden days, like 1800s, they were trying to decide on the county seat of Spokane County. And so they had, they voted on it, and the vote was in dispute, of course, aren't they all? Especially back then. So the guys from Cheney, in the middle of the night, snuck up to Spokane. They stole all the ballots, did their own recount, and then said, of course, they won, and then ran off with the ballots. And believe it or not, that stuck for a few years. It really did. It was even held up in court. And then Spokane got bigger, and then they had another election, and I guess this one they're a little more tight on the ballots. And Spokane wrestled it back from Cheney, and now Spokane's the county seat. But that's kind of funny. I mean, this was back in the olden days, like way back, there was a Coeur d'Alene War, and that was in the 1800s, and it was, it's just crazy history of this time. That's what Hangman Valley is about in Lataw Creek. They hung a bunch of people there after the Coeur d'Alene War. Anyway, back to Cheney. So here we go, down here in Cheney. You're going to drive to get there. You're going to drive down I-90 for the most part. You're going to exit right down here, and boom, you're right down here in Cheney. So looking down, here's what the city basically is. You don't have a whole lot of options. Anyway, so the University Eastern is going to be here. That's dominating the town, of course. So your housing options, are going to be down here, the old town over here, and then up in here, this sort of area. There are things to do in Cheney, like number one is go to Spokane, because it's such a small town. But there is Fish Lake Regional National Park. Here's their webpage. That's like how there's a boat launch. I don't know why that boat's going in there because it says no motors on this boat, on this lake. But there it is. There's another thing on Spokane County. Fish Lake Regional Park, 67-acre park. Has 43 parking spaces, play equipment, hiking trails, basketball court, barbecue area, swimming beach. No lifeguards on duty. No entry fees this year. There is also a boat launch available. Internal combustion motors prohibited. Okay, so I don't know what that picture is all about. But let's get back to into Cheney here. So I said I was going to show you guys a little bit of what it looks like. Let's go right. I love this view right here. Can I do this? All right. So let's kind of go in. Let's look at the houses over here so you can see on the sort of the south side of the university. So it's going to be a mixture of like new construction, older homes, but this is kind of it right here. That's kind of cute. Pretty common. That's nice. All right, so just kind of looking around, this is still that other neighborhood. You can see these houses are sort of 60s and up. Zoom out. Let's go down over here by downtown. So this is going to be your downtown center area. Let's just pick a street down here by Eastern. Like if you're going to go to Eastern, you want to buy a little house. That's a really nice picture. All right, so these are going to be a little bit your older houses. Certainly the original downtown Cheney area. Probably built in the 30s and 40s, a lot of these homes, maybe even older. Here, this is a pretty good view. So if we're down here, this is close to downtown, pretty close to campus too. You can see these houses. I bet you there's going to be a lot of, this is all student housing too. But this is going to be close to downtown, restaurants and bars. things to do in Cheney. When you do look up things to do in Cheney, they're going to mention that Fish Lake Regional Park, and then they're going to talk about a bunch of local restaurants and bars. But yeah, you can see this is pretty much what you've got going here in this downtown Cheney area. So going north of Cheney, this is a little out of town, like 5 minutes. It's not out of town. This area has so many RVs. Okay, again, you're looking at these 70s. These are nice homes, 70s homes. Look how sunny it is. This is really is pretty down here. You're not going to get a lot of traffic. It's going to be a slower pace of life, like nicer, slower, and no traffic jams getting to Spokane or back. I mean, that's not really a thing. Not if you're coming from big cities. So this is this area down here. Nice park. Look at that's beautiful. So you're going to see that mix of those early settler type homes that are going to be much older. You're going to get new construction, and you're going to get those things in between that you're seeing absolutely right here in Cheney. Like these houses are going to be mostly 3 to 4 bedroom, more 2 to 2,500 square feet, maybe 1,500 to 2,500 square feet. That's sort of your range. It's not going to be like your big Texas houses, and you're not going to see that many of your little bungalows. You might see a few of those right downtown. Those would be great rentals. Think Airbnbs also is a great option for this area. So just to be interesting, here's the football field for Cheney. We have a guy at our office. He played on their team, Dylan Ledbetter. He's a great guy. He played on this team, I think. I'm sure he did. I think there's dorms. Yeah, look at that. There's the dorms, big student housing down here, Eastern Washington University. So another thing, actually, this is the Turnbull National Wildlife Refuge. It's 16,000 acres of wetlands, and there's hiking out here. So that's obviously right out of downtown Cheney. That's going to be a big part if you're into the outdoors and hiking. That's just huge. Look at that right here. But if we were to go out of town, look at this, you guys. This is what you're talking about in this area. A lot of farmland out here. Let's take another look on one of these streets that goes just out of town. So when you get out of town in areas like this is a lot of what you're going to see. These houses on lots of acreage. Let me get a better view of this. This is going to be really common in these type of areas when you get out of that downtown area, whether you're in Cheney, the sort of West Plains, you're going to see a lot of properties like this. Here's another one. Let's see if I can get a little closer. All right, so here, another example of the kind of properties you would see down here. Huge barn. Sometimes, a lot of times in this area, you'll see outbuildings or barns way bigger, way nicer than the actual houses. I can't see the house hidden back here, but you can see this is going to be some sort of a ranch farm property. Again, super common for this area. All right, so as promised, let's just take a quick look at the real estate numbers. This is for Cheney. Now, this also includes this area 420 you can see here. So that's going to include Medical Lake, which is northwest of Cheney. But someone looking in the area, unless they wanted to be at the university, would be certainly looking in both markets, the West Plains, you'd call it. Median sale price. Then let me take out condos. I don't know if there'd be much anyway, but just houses down here. All right, so the median sale price for homes down here, $420,000. 31 closed sales, and it's like in April. 4 days on the market. They're hot. They're selling like crazy. 103% list price received. What that means is on average, people are paying 3% more than the asking price, than the list price. Price per square foot, $247 on average. Looks like we had 39 new listings in April, 23 pending sales, and an active inventory of 24 homes down in Cheney that were for sale. And that's in all price ranges, all sizes, which is 0.8 months of inventory, which is absolutely very low. Believe it or not, though, that's actually a little better than what we've been doing for the last year. We were seeing 2 weeks of inventory, so that's almost up to a month. Hopefully, things are softening up in the market in Spokane, Cheney, the whole area. It looks like it with interest rates going up, but we're not exactly sure. All right, I'm on HomeSnap right now. It's a great public website for looking for houses for sale. I personally use it more than I would use anything like Zillow or Realtor.com. Realtor.com's not bad, but I do find HomeSnap is more accurate for updating their pendings and things like that. So looking on the right here, the houses for sale, you can see the lowest price house right now is $212,000. And if we're going up, now this is a duplex, $800,000. If we took that out, $489,000. So you're looking almost, that's kind of newer construction. So let's see, you're talking 212 for a 3-1, 265 for a 4-1, 275 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. New construction here for sale, ranch, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. 385. All right, so looking through these right here, I know some of these, I don't like showing listings if there's people's stuff in the house, but this one right here, 450,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 21. Let's just look at the pics because there's no one's personal stuff in here, but this is the public listing right now. All right, so it looks like it was just done. Obviously, 21, they probably need to stage it. Yeah, nice floors. There's a bedroom. If you notice, see that right back here, there is lots. I did hide the new construction. There's new construction. There is new construction going on everywhere right now where they can. This looks really similar, but built in 20, so it's a little bit older for 489, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet. Let's take some look here at some of the pictures. 2-car garage. Nice entry. That's nice. That looks really good. I don't know if that was staged. Boy, I could not keep my house that clean if I lived there. That's cool. I like that. That's really cool. Nice gas fireplace, I'm assuming. So it looks like there's a wet bar. Probably an office back here. That's cool. I call that my little coffee bar. Yep. Oh, that's that big pantry. So that's probably going to be to the left there. I said that was an office. That's probably that pantry. For sure. All right. So this is the Cheney market report. It comes directly from the MLS, but I'll highlight some things here. April 22 is the seller's market. So this is a good page. The average for sale price is appreciating. Sold price in April was 410. The other thing I showed you said that was a little higher at 420. It depends on if they're probably including condos in this. Up 22% from last year. The median sold price is neutral. The average sold price is neutral. The ask price is appreciating. That just means what people are asking for, but it looks like we're sort of getting some neutral action here. Maybe the market's starting to go like that. Of course, they're still claiming it's a seller market just because of inventory, and this is what that inventory number we talked about. It's actually at 0.8 on the other graph, 0.5. I mean, we have different ways of measuring. Again, this is going to be condos also, so that's probably what dropped that down a little bit. But you can see what's going on in Cheney. The real estate market's doing solid. It's certainly, maybe we're starting to see some of this leveling off. If you're thinking of selling this summer, now's the time to do it. And if you're thinking of buying, really a good time by the school. If interest rates start going back down again in the winter from now, 9 or 10 months from now, prices are going to be going up again. So keep an eye on interest rates, keep an eye on inflation. But if you see interest rates starting to go back down again, you're going to know that prices are not going to follow it down. If interest rates start going back down again, you're going to look at real estate prices going back up. Hopefully they start leveling off. Anyway, that's what I got. Thanks for watching my video. I'm Brian Johnson. I'm a real estate broker with Windermere, Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake. Thanks again.